Hi everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about a little science experiment that we can do that's going to include some tactile sensory seeking. So this is good for kids who like to be involved with things hands-on. It's also a good thing to try out if you don't necessarily like your hands to be dirty or sticky or whatever, just to try it and see, and to help build up some tolerance maybe to getting our hands dirty or having things on our hands. I could do a whole video completely separate from this and talk for quite a while about how touch is related to a lot of other things we do in our day, and our tolerance for touch impacts things like lunchtime and so on and so forth. But like I said, that's a whole other video. So today we're just here to talk about Oobleck, which I know some of us made during Science Week. So this might be fun to try at home. It is what we call a non-Newtonian fluid, which means it has some liquid properties or some water-like properties and then some solid properties. And it does involve only 2 ingredients. You can add food coloring as an optional 3rd ingredient if you'd like, but you don't have to. So the first ingredient is water, and the second ingredient is cornstarch. If you're going to add food coloring, I would suggest adding it to the water before you mix in the cornstarch. The recipe is real easy. It's just 1 part water to 1.5 or 2 parts cornstarch. Each time you do it, it might take a little differently. It just depends on how much cornstarch it takes to create that right consistency. So I recommend starting with however much water you would like. Better to probably start smaller, and then you can make more if you want. And then an equal amount of cornstarch, so 1 part to 1 part. And then build up your cornstarch until you get a consistency that solidifies up or creates more of a solid feeling when you apply pressure to it. So by poking it or pressing your hand on it or squeezing it in your fingers. And then when you release, it turns kind of liquidy and maybe runs through your fingers or off the side of your hand. I really recommend mixing with our fingers, trying not to use spoons. This is a time to get a little bit messy. We're trying to, get our fingers and hands involved in different textures and feelings and safe temperatures and things like that. We can also think back to the video on occupational therapy in the kitchen, and this is really a similar kind of challenge to baking bread or making our own pie crust from scratch, or even making pasta from scratch, which are all things that require, for the most part, a few ingredients, but some solid ingredients and some liquid ingredients that we combine together to create a dough or some sort of like sticky, pasty consistency. So I really just challenge and encourage you guys to try something like that where you're mixing a solid and a liquid, and try safely, because again, if we're cooking, we want to have clean hands and fingers if we're going to get our hands in there, and try and safely mix that up and feel how that feels. And, let me know how that goes. If you liked it, if you didn't, if you enjoyed making the mess, but once you were all done, if you just really needed to wash your hands ASAP. I'm the kind of person who likes to clean my hands off as I go, because I don't like a whole lot of mess on my fingers, for a long period of time. So if I'm making a pie crust or a bread or a silly science experiment for fun, I like to do a little bit and then wash, or clean my hands off. So let me know how you feel about it. And feel free, as always, to reach out to me for help. We can set up video conferences. Send me pictures. I love the pictures I have been getting from these videos of the things you guys have been doing. So send pictures. I'll take anything, and send me questions if you have any questions. I'll try to remember to post the recipe in the description. On YouTube, that's down below. On Google Classroom, it's up above. So I will try to remember to post the recipe. But remind me if I forget. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day, and we'll be back again tomorrow. It's a short week this week, so we'll only have a few videos, but we will have one tomorrow. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.